What's up, everybody? I'm Clay, and I do want to say thank you guys for watching the video. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for understanding that YouTube is run by AI. And with it, it is allowing discussions, analysis, and news about cryptocurrencies, NFTs, and blockchain technology. That's all that this video is. It's not a promise, promotion, suggestion, recommendation, or guarantee of any kind. It is simply you and I going over the latest news, going over the latest price action, going over the latest analytics. So let's go over it. It says that Shiba Inu coin is at the most important level in its history. An analysis suggests that there's no better time to buy than now. Well, of course, if you did get in back at the end of 2020 or January, February of 2021, clearly that would have been a better time. Because the market cap was like $30,000, and of course it goes to $40 billion. So people made millions back then. But in recent history, we are at a major floor, and we have already just bounced off of it. It says Shiba Inu coin reached this following a string of bearish price setups in the past few months. The meme coin has not had a single green candle in 6 months, correcting 60% from its September 2024 high of 1,400 points per coin to the current market price of 582 points per coin. Now, at the time that I'm recording this video, Shiba Inu coin is back up slightly above 600 points per coin. If I can find it easily here, just to quote it, Shiba Inu coin is currently trading at 618 points per coin. So it's slightly above where it was when they wrote this article. Now, the key points. Shiba Inu coin has reached the most important support level in history. An analysis suggests that there's no better time to buy than now. The support range is between 660 and 510 points per coin, and the meme coin sits well within it. Shiba Inu coin has also reached the support trendline of a bearish price channel, further fueling rebound prospects. SHIB trends with a Gartley harmonic pattern, which could spur an explosive upward move upon a breakout. An analysis suggests that this might be the best time to buy Shiba Inu coin. Now, clearly the best time to buy Shiba Inu coin would be the absolute bottom, and then it does nothing but rise from there. It's impossible to predict with 100% certainty. Also, the best time to buy Shiba Inu coin is going to be completely independent of every person that buys it. So it's individual. My best time to buy might be a different time than your best time to buy, and so on. So there's a lot to consider, and don't take this article for being, literal. Nobody knows the absolute best time to buy because nobody can predict the future. But looking at that, okay, this is very, very important. If you use some moving averages, and there may be some longer-term platforms that have better moving averages than the KCEX exchange here, but nonetheless, this is a monthly chart, and the 50-month moving average has held up as major support throughout every bear market, going all the way back, and I've looked at some other charts here, but I got KCEX on the screen, to when Bitcoin was $100 per coin. The 50-month moving average has held up. Now, you'll notice here, during this bear market, it does come down slightly, but it still trends right around this 50-month moving average. Think about that, okay? It's not a line in the sand. It's an indicator of support area, and that is exactly where we touched yesterday. Now, the actual number is at about $57,000. Bitcoin came down and touched $60,000, essentially $160,200. Right in that range, and it bounced off. Now, it doesn't mean that we might trend lower next month even and ride this line for a couple months. It is a possibility, right? We can see that that's what happened in this bear market right here. But knowing that we're bouncing, knowing that it's still using it as support is very, very important to indicate a potential bottom. If you look at the weekly chart, it's very important to notice that the 200-week moving average is right around the same exact place at about $58,000. Bitcoin used this level yesterday, bounced off of it, and it has used the same level over the course of its history. The 200-week moving average and the 50-month moving average have held up almost perfectly since Bitcoin's inception. Now, knowing that we're approaching that area, knowing that we're bouncing off of it, could be used as a potential bottom indicator. And it goes for Shiba Inu coin as well, because of course Shiba Inu coin follows the trends of the overall market, which is why Shiba Inu coin at an absolute floor, if we take a look at it here, Shiba Inu coin on the weekly chart here, we can see SHIB is down to its essentially lowest level that it has been since it made a name for itself in 2021. Shiba Inu coin is bouncing beautifully, a 20% rise off of that level right there, bringing it from 500 points per coin back up to 622 points per coin. So nearly a 30% increase over the last, I don't know, 15 hours or so. I don't know exactly what time it bottomed out yesterday, but it was about 15 hours. Nearly a 30% rise is incredible. A 30% rise, guys, is what we had at the beginning of January, when it went from about 600 points per coin to 1,000 points per coin. Things are on the move right now. Yes, they are volatile, but I view this as an opportunity instead of a problem. You can fall victim to the fear, and you could feed this level of 5 extreme fear that plagued the market for so long. But what are the institutions doing? They're buying when there's blood in the streets. And a level of 5 extreme fear, the lowest that I have ever seen, indicates blood in the streets. What are the whales doing? They're accumulating. You don't have a multi-$100 billion bounce without whales and institutions being involved. What are the governments doing? They're going out and they're buying everything that they can. Guys, you're going to hear a lot of noise. And it bothers me so bad, right? You go on Twitter, you go on X there, and you're scrolling through, and you see all of these idiots coming out of nowhere saying that Bitcoin is going to zero. When you see, crypto has no value, it's going to zero. They're simply feeding into the fear. Those people are going to disappear as fast as they came back out, as soon as crypto prices start rising again. And that is what's happening today. Look at XRP, for example. It's at an 18% increase. It's gone from essentially $1 back to $1.52 from last night's low to where it is. It might have been $1.11. I don't know exactly what it touched yesterday. Yeah, I think it was like $1.11 that it touched last night. Back up to $1.50. Now, I know that's still relatively low compared to where it's been over the last couple of months, but prices are rising fast. And they don't rise this fast if people aren't willing to buy. Don't let it pass you up.